I feel so motivated because the video that I watched earlier today with the whole Contra Queen, man, that Contra Queen video motivated me when she literally talked about who the real chosen is. It was really very invigorating. Very invigorating, very uplifting. So, what I'm going to do is do this. I want to give thanks to the great mother, great father, to all the ancestors, to all the ancestral spirits, to all of the guides in the spirit realm. I want to give thanks to anybody and everybody that will be watching. I ask all of the ancestral spirits, ancestors, and the great mother, great father to protect you and to enlighten you on your journey. And may the peace and the love come your way and prosperity. Okay. So I decided to sit out here on my front porch because family in the house and I don't want to disturb anybody from studying or so on. But I'm not going to be on here too long. I'll make it real brief. Um, there's some books that I really want to bring to the table and show that might come as an aid and a help on your journey. Okay. This book right here. This book right here is a healer, divine healing, all the above. Anybody that's into the occult, please get this book. This book is serious. It has a lot of information in here. You even have numerology in here, some things dealing with numerology, alchemy, dealing with this, all the way to the zodiac, you name it. A lot of these symbols, a lot of these symbols in this very book, you thought that was bad and it's not. You be like, what? Everything that Contra Queen was saying yesterday, it confirms it right here. It confirms it right here. This book is going to come in handy on your journey, y'all. I'm going to put my hands on it right here so you can see it again. This book right here. Okay. Now, on this journey, some of us are healers, some of us are diviners, spiritualists, whatever you want to call. A lot of us are also what you call light workers, and also we deal with all kinds of magic, a little bit of everything. Okay. So another book that I have in my hand that I recommend is this book right here. This book right here. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Tommy? So, I really recommend those two. There's a book that I'm trying to remember that I'm gonna bring on next live that deals with past life for beginners. And that book is gonna be very helpful too. You know what I'm saying? Because on this journey and on this path, we have to remember who we are because we were not all we came in other lifetimes, we were different nationalities, race, whatever you want to call it. We came so far. This is why everything matters when it come down to energy. We are made out of energy. This is just a shell. But we had many different lifetimes on this plane. Many of us did. It's just that now we have to remember who we are. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of us were the black sheep. A lot of us were, even picked on in school, you name it. We were hated on by even family members and trying to figure out why. And sometimes we would look up in the sky and ask, why are we here? We would look at the stars and so on. We would have great imaginations when we were children. Some of us, they try to say imaginary friends, but that was actually somebody from another that's in the spirit realm during that time. If that make any sense, you get what I mean. Um, this journey, this path, it is not made for everybody, and everybody have that time to wake up. And those that are watching today, I'm doing my best to help you understand that if you don't understand, to help you on your journey because I don't know everything. I'm not here to claim that I know everything. I'm just here to guide and help out, and hopefully we can build something great on this channel where we can help out others. Because on here, we're not here about debating, we're here helping out one another on this path. You get what I'm saying? So please, let's get things moving. I got another book too. I got a whole lot of books, but I'm just showing some of them that I have. Let's see. I don't know how many of y'all practice Reiki. I'm also a Reiki master. Hey, peace. What's going on? How you doing? Okay, I'm a Reiki master, and I can teach Reiki even from distance. I can attune you a distant from distance too. Um, there's this book right here by Dr. Layla Africa dealing with African holistic health. It helps out with a lot of holistic healing. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to see what else I have in here so I won't overwhelm everybody. This book right here, you want to get this book as well. Please get this book. This book right here is magical. You need to know about all these crystals, gems, the metal magic, and so on, what it does. Okay, like literally, we got work to do. All those that's watching and those that's going to be watching in the future, we have work to do here. Um, we cannot play around anymore. Next year, which the new year really starts in spring, during the time of Aries. You get what I'm saying? During the spring solstice, that's really the new year. They've been lying to us this whole entire time. Now, when you look at the new year that's in January, that's still connected to Saturnalia. That's still connected to that. If you know what or not, look that up. It still has a connection to Saturnalia because during this time, during the winter, is when the sun dies. Like I said earlier, that the sun has been broken up into 4 different solstices. Okay, you have summer, spring, fall, winter. All of that has been broken up into that. So I just want to let everybody know that we have to be aligned with these solstices. And if I'm not mistaken, this book talks about that in here, different crystals during those times, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to get into that. And let's go into the first book that I showed earlier. This Signs and Symbols right here. Please get this. I recommend you get this. It has a little bit of everything in here, and you will not be sorry that you got this book. You will love it because this is one of my go-to books if I need to like really remember something. So our job is to educate us as star children and those that are enlightened, those that's been hurt that heard the call. Our job is to help bring forth peace on this earth and bring back to this planet on its higher levels and to bring forth divine healing because we've been sent here to do great work. The Creator sent us here to do what we came here to do. You see what I'm saying? The great mother, great father sent us here to do something great and phenomenal. We signed the contract. What is the contract? Your natal chart. Your natal chart was your soul contract that you made in order to do what you came here to do. Um, I used to do natal charts. I'm about to get back into astrology and do natal charts too. And I'm about to get back into numerology. So I can help out those that need to know what their path is and so on. Because now we got to get things done. And I'm hoping that y'all will tune in more and watch not just me, but our growth as a whole on this channel. Because this channel, we are really going to start talking about things and I'm going to have y'all interact. I'll even have you on here talking and you can just, you know, be on the live and just talk how the way you feel about things and so on. I really want us to build something great. I also have brothers that I work with that we already have another channel that all of us are going to be on where we're going to reaching out to those that really want to know and we all pretty much converse together because we got so much to do here and hopefully one day I can connect with the sister Condra Queen and many others where we can have a round table on what we can do to help out everybody that need that also probably need the guidance and the point of direction because we have so much that we have to do in this time period. And I hope y'all are down with that. And if y'all are down with that, please respond. If y'all happy about that, we good. We can go ahead and do what we got to do. You feel me? So let me see. There's another book I have. I'm trying to see what else I have in this book bag because I have so many books. Oh, the can't. Y'all ain't ready for that one. That's something dealing with E5. I don't want to bring that out. There's this book right here by this guy named Dr. Malachi York. It's called Let's Set the Record Straight. And in this book, he talks about the history of the Moors and so on. You know what I mean? It is talk about the Moors. It talk about the whole everything about the indigenous people here and the bloodline, all of that other stuff. It got a whole lot, and they even have the Orishas in this book as well. The Orishas are in that book. Let's set the record straight. They're in this book. This guy, Malachi York, he was a 33rd degree Freemason, and he was also 720 degrees in the occult. So he knew how to open and close portals. What does the medical sign? You talking about the caduceus? You talking about for the hospital? Oh man, let me see. I think that is connected to that's dealing with Thoth or Tahuti. I think it's in here. Give me a second. I think it's in here. Let me see if the caduceus in here. Because also it's a well-known fact that in Greek, was it Greek theology? I don't like saying mythology, but theology. If I'm not mistaken, Hermes had that too, and Hermes was the messenger of the gods. I'm trying to see if I have it in here. Just give me a second. I'm trying to see if they have it. I'm looking at table of contents because it's in here. It has it on the front cover, so I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. Okay, y'all. This was what I do. I like to teach. I like to show. Okay. I like to show them, see if I can find the caduceus, because this book is real thick. If you see how thick this book is, you're like, good night. It also have the Baphomet in this book too. So everybody been saying, "Oh, that's the devil." It breaks down who the Baphomet really is. It's a lot with this book, man. I mean, when I say it comes with answers, it comes with answers where you be like, "Gee whiz." Sheesh. I'm trying to find here you go. I think it's the caduceus. Let's see if I can find it. It's a rod, staff, or wand. Generally shown with wings. Two serpents intertwine about the staff, forming a figure of eight shape. The key elements of the construction of this ancient sign are the serpent, the infinity sign, the circle, wings, and the wand. The caduceus is an extremely ancient symbol, and its earliest recorded appearances is on the goblet of the king of Lagash, dating back to some 2600 BC. The caduceus is the emblem of none other than Mercury / Hermes. Okay. Let me see. It says the first. Let me see. And it also says incredibly rich in meaning. First, the staff or wand is a symbol of power and authority, of magical and supernatural forces, and it is the tool of all. I want to say, let's just say sorcerers, because it says magicians and medicine men, shamans. It also represents the tree of life or world axis. Then there are the wings on the top of the wand. Wings signify flight, both physical and metaphorical. Let's see. And it says deals with intuition. Let's see if it says deal with intuition. I'm trying to make sure I have all the pages because I don't want to confuse nobody. Just give me a second, okay? Y'all got me looking all through here because I want to make sure you got it. All right. And it says signifies a prayer traveling towards the God, symbolizes the sacred breath and source of all life. That's what it says. No problem, tea time. No problem. I just want to share that with you. Let me see. I thought the serpent ornament wisdom. Well, you got to remember now, in ancient Egypt, it symbolized that, and also other ancient civilizations. Every civilization have different meanings of different particular animals and so on, even down to Native American, zodiac, and all that other stuff. Everything have a specific meaning, and everybody have different meanings for different animals or different creatures. You know, every every culture has certain different meanings. What we might think is bad might be good in another culture. You get what I'm saying? So we got to remember that. But the serpent is dealing with wisdom, to be honest with you, on what we all know. But you also got to remember now, the serpent symbolized so many different things. The serpent also symbolized the Nagas, the serpent people. You know what I'm saying? That goes back into ancient Asia, dealing with Buddha and all of that. Get what I'm saying? So the serpents represented not just wisdom, but it was seven serpents that also represented the main seven chakras, but it's actually nine. But it was the seven chakras that everybody been talking about that dealt with these seven serpents, that dealt with the seven rays and all of the above, that's actually connected to what is within you, which is the main chakras in your body. Because you got to remember, you have a reptilian brain, also you're part reptilian too, know it or not, because you have webbed hands. And in the beginning stages, when you were in the womb of your mom, you were inside water, breathing water. You see what I'm saying? And then before that, before you was embryo, you was what they call semen, and it was moving like a serpent, like that. So you gotta remember, you got that part reptilian in you too, and also the sacred breath or the prana, which is pronounced in Sanskrit or the ways of East India or India. The prana is that sacred breath, and also deals with the serpent fire. That's what they really call. That's another name for it, the serpent fire, which is connected to the kundalini energy, which is within us. So all of that is interconnected within us. We all have this. So we have to learn how to master it by doing the breath and meditation. There are breathing exercises that we can do to activate that. And also, when you breathe a certain way, it activates a lot of your psychic gifts. Now, one of the ways, how the way we supposed to breathe is how the way a baby breathes. That's how the way we supposed to breathe. I mean, I hope y'all follow me, and I hope I'm not going too fast. Because when I say that this is some serious stuff, it's serious. Everything that we need is within ourselves, but sometimes it don't hurt to go through the rites of passage. If you're going to become a priestess or priest, you're going to need to go through the rites of passage as well. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you're doing everything right and exact. So everything comes with that. And you can be initiated in the spirit realm, but you also got to make sure it manifests in the physical, which means you will have to go through the rites of passage. You know, even down to Reiki, you got to go through an attunement, which is an initiation. You get what I'm saying? Um, and I'm going to start making mods on here so we can start really getting into it, because whatever y'all know, put out there on the chat. We are here to hear each other out on what we know, and we all about, teach one, greet one, and so on. That's what we all about here. You know what I'm saying? None of us know everything. We all about, let's learn together on this journey. You know what I'm saying? And when I bring more people on here as guests, we're going to have fun with that, because they're going to tell you their experiences, and then you can also interact with them. I already talked to some of the guys that I know. They wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we can really get in and have some fun with this, because I really want y'all to have fun and have laughter, and where we can come in on the channel. And if you're having a rough day, you can see what we're talking about. We can even talk about how your day went, if y'all down for that, because we're here to help out one another. Because out here in this real world, or what we call the real world, which is this illusion, we always get attacked by the archons and so on, and they incarnate into our bosses or even family members. Y'all follow me? You know what I'm saying? So we really got to get this thing moving so we can have fun with this, man. It's all about having this experience and living and having fun and breathing in, and just enjoying everything that we do, as far as our path and far as living. Okay. So um when you get initiated into Reiki, if you want me to initiate you, I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? This is another book, The Magic of Reiki. Don't get this book until you're initiated into this. Okay? Like I said, I'm a Reiki master myself. I can initiate those that want to get initiated into Reiki. I can do the distance over the phone through Instagram, Google Meet, and so on. I had one of my students right now that I'm teaching about spirituality to and being an independent thinker. I did a Reiki distance with him, and he lived all the way in Arizona, and we did everything over the phone through via Instagram, Google Meets, and so on. And he felt the energy coming from my hand. Now, I'm gonna see if I can do something real quick. Um, I'm gonna see if y'all can feel this. If y'all want to put your hands to the camera, give me a second though. Okay, give me a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this with my hands. Give me a few seconds, okay? All right. Let's see. All right. Now, if you want to put your hand to the camera, see if you can feel any of that. If you do, just let me know. I had did a symbol in my hand. If you can, just say, yeah, I can feel it. You know, I'm just waiting for anybody to respond. You can put your hand up here against the camera. If you can feel it, just let me know. We're all about learning here. I feel the vibration in my hand right now. Do anybody feel anything? So, all right. Don't be shy. I mean, if you feel anything, I'm just trying. Oh, they did. They did. T-time. You said they incarnated into. Oh, yes, they did. They did. They ain't. They not playing, man. I don't know if you. I don't know if you're a young lady, male, female. I don't want to be disrespectful. Okay. I just wanted to see if y'all felt that energy coming from my palm of my hand or not. You know, that's all I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to know. If y'all did, fine. If not, we'll do it another time. I don't want to try to overwhelm anybody. I just want everybody to know that we are going to have fun on here, and I'm really different from others. And I try to make sure that we all interact with one another, and that we don't be disrespectful to one another. I want everybody to just be on here just to enjoy their self, and we just talk about everything. You feel what I'm saying? Anything that's on your mind. Y'all feel me? So tea time. Is that Ramu? Is that Ramu? Ramu. Y'all gonna be my new mods. I'm trying to figure out how you do that. I'm gonna have y'all as my mods on here. Okay. Um, and I add you as my mod, and Joe, and okay. Let me see. Tommy. So I'm gonna have y'all as my mods so y'all can be there. If anybody get out of line, we can just take care from there. Okay. All right. So y'all my mods for on here. So this is my first time doing this. I want y'all to know we're gonna have fun. So tell me about your boss, T-Time. What's going on with your boss? You know what I'm saying? Or the bosses. They do incarnate now bosses and everything. They do try to come at us, even down to like it could be your neighbor next door that could be just a straight jerk. You know what I'm saying? You could be kind hearted as heck. You could just say how you doing. They might roll their eyes. They might do some crazy ish. You know what I mean? That's what they do. But we got to know how to keep ourselves in line so we won't lose our cool. You know what I'm saying? They try to test us because every day out here in this realm is a test for us. You feel what I'm saying? So we really gotta understand what's happening out here in this material realm. So, all right, let me see. Um, any other book that y'all wanted me to show again, so y'all can probably look at it and look it up because I can show the crystal book again. when I say I have a lot of books, I have a lot of books. I couldn't put it all in my book bag. I'm getting more books too, know it or not. But I'll show this book again if y'all want to see it. Okay. All right. This book right here. Please get this. You'll thank me later for that too. And you want to get this this herbal alkaline herbal medicine. You want to get this too. Because with all of this, it's going to help you charge up with the alkaline. It's going to help you with certain things that you need to protect your body from any type of damaging foods or so on. Like, we really need to get into that, and it tells you what herbs you can use to build up that alkaline in your body. Okay. And most of all, please get this too. Anybody that want to learn about these symbols, get this. It has almost everything in it. I assure you, it has almost everything in it. When I say that they have a look, they said it's the Baphomet in that book, and everybody saying that's the devil. Listen, no, it's not. Everything that they said was evil it's not evil. I just showed you that Signs and Symbols book. You're going to be shocked on that book itself, because when you purchase that, it's going to make you look at the world a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? Any questions? Because I'm willing to answer questions. I'm willing to help out with the best way I can. This is what I'm here for. I enjoy this. I love it. I mean, I'm telling y'all, don't be shy. Just say, hey, I got a question. What you think about this? You know what I'm saying? So, I can go a little bit about myself if you want to know that. I'll give you a little short briefing. I am, my real name, I go by the name of B4TL, but the name Greenlight came to me back in 2009 during meditation. I went into a deep meditation, and the ancestral spirits gave me the name far as Greenlight Cosmic Angel Fire. That's what they called me. They called me that. And I have a Facebook still on saying that. I have like at least two or three Facebooks, but that was my first Facebook. I had multiple groups dealing with star people, with the star children. I had a group called the Human Family of Star Seeds, the Rainbow Galaxy of Star Seeds, and I can't remember the other ones. But I had talked to people all across the globe, African princesses and so on, that was in my group. And I would post videos and we would interact as much as we could. And a lot of them went into alchemy. A lot of them married, had children, and stayed in alchemy, stayed in dealing with the occult, stayed in dealing with multiple methods that deal with the occult, even to priestesshood and priesthood. And all I did was just point the direction. I would just fill out your energy. I would listen to you carefully, or I would read you and see what energies I get. And by me looking at it during that time period, I would look at the person's text, or I'll look at their inbox, and I was able to tell what kind of person that they were. And I did this from 2009 to 2014. So, and I've been walking the streets of Baltimore City carrying books. Yes, I heard of that. I've truly heard of that. Yes. I know people that actually did that. It actually works. Yeah. You got to be real disciplined, though. You got to be real disciplined. Okay? Like, seriously. It works. You have to be disciplined. You cannot fall for what they call temptation. You got to be totally disciplined for that. Okay? Yeah, you can actually use that if you're really disciplined and you do practice that. You can make things manifest at will, because that's a lot of energy that be built up in you. Get what I'm saying? And you can just focus and speak it, and it manifests. But you gotta be careful what you say though. When you actually do that, you gotta be careful how you say it and make sure you word it correctly, because you don't want to say, "Oh, I want da 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 da," and then you missed out on a word, and then you get it half, get it half-assed sent to you. You be like, "Oh, damn," you know what I'm saying? So you got to be real specific on what you say. You got me? So, sheesh, that was a good question. I like that, but it does work. I mean, if you're going to practice that, be ready to be, you know, disciplined, and don't try to be too tempted. Okay. So, another thing is that I'm just trying to let y'all know more about me if y'all want to. So I'm just going to give you a little, it's like this. I did all that from 2014 and so on, and I've been walking the streets of Baltimore, and I used to carry books all the time when I was younger. Okay, I walked the streets of Baltimore when I was younger, and I had all kinds of books. Everything that was a cult, I had in my book bag. I used to work at a hospital, I used to work overnight, and I would carry a whole bag, a whole book bag of books, where I would cross reference occult references and information. I would go online and I would look up stuff. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this information that I share, that I know, goes all the way back to 2009. But I've been on this journey since I was a child, trying to figure things out. I was able to be able to close my eyes when I was a child, and I was able to read people and see them for who they were, and I knew everything about them by closing my eyes when I was a child. And as I got older, as I got older, I started realizing what I was doing back then. And I came across this book when I was 17, and it was written by the guy Dr. Malachi York. I didn't know that's who he was. And this sister, this beautiful woman, gave me a book talking about the Hebrew Israelites. So I bought that. I read that, but it was the Hebrew Israelites, but it was talking about something bigger than that, though. I started dealing with the Hebrew Israelites from the age of 18 all the way to 25. But I still had these gifts. So my final time there in the Hebrew Israelite school, I sat in the Saturday class, and I heard this voice say, "Son, you're not home yet. Son, get up, leave, never go back." When I heard the voice tell me leave and never go back, I never went back. Um, because I don't deal with hate. I don't have time for that. And I'm all about love, light, balance and everything. Like darkness. I always say love and light and darkness. The reason why I say darkness, because you need both love, you need both light and darkness, which is the yin and the yang, to bring supreme balance. So I learned that when I left the Hebrews. I came across this gentleman, who I'm still friends with, who I've been friends with for like 20 years. And he's like my brother. His name is William Jolly Bass. So me and him hung out. He introduced me to the teachings of Dr. York. That's when I started looking into Dr. York more, started looking into his books. Then I started realizing he was talking about stuff that I was into, like the occult. He started talking about the ancestors. Started talking about the spirit guides. He started talking about everything you could think of in his books. He started talking about the beginning. He started talking about the Anunnaki. He started talking about all of this. When I started reading about the Anunnaki, I was like, whoa. That's what I started finding about Enki. So now, who is Enki? Enki is the Anunnaki, along with Nintasag, Aristotle. I can only remember some of them. They were the ones that created the human race. And when Conjure Queens talked about that Enki DNA, the story goes when Enki and Nintasag and the rest of those that helped out Enki pricked his finger and had his blood in it, and he put it into the children, or the human race, which is his children or their children. And that's when the first man was created, and so on and so on. First man, woman, and all that was created. And that's one of the parts of the story. Now, who Inky really is, you'd be shocked, because a lot of Christians be like, "Oh heck no!" So you know, just know that that DNA is in us. And I hope I'm not long-winded. And I hope I'm not boring y'all. I'm hoping that y'all are learning something. And like I said, interact with me. You don't have to just be quiet and be shy about nothing, because this is what I do. I like to make sure that I interact with everybody, and I want to make sure everybody is following me, because I don't want to feel like I'm losing anybody, and I don't want to feel like that. You know, I want to make sure everybody's with me. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, fire away. This is what I'm here for. I'm just giving you a little bit about me, and I would like to know more about all of you, if you catch what I'm saying, because this is what I do. I like to make sure that we all on the same page. I don't want to leave nobody behind. I don't want to bring no. I don't want to have nobody be bored. I want everybody to be like, let's do this. Let's learn more. So, but so Inky, if you want to know more about Inky, the story with Inky and Enlil. That's the brother of Inky and Nintasog and so on. Him and Inky got into a war, got into a fight, because Enlil wanted to have the creation become slaves, because they were trying to mine for gold on this planet. And those that were Anunnaki, they couldn't get all that gold because they were getting tired. It was getting strenuous. It was like pretty much overworking them. So that's how Ninti and Nintasog and the rest of their relatives or siblings created the human race. But Enlil wanted them to be overworked, the creation to be overworked. Nintasog, who they called Ninti or Mother Ninti, she went to Inky and said that they're overworking our children. They're overworking our creation. He's overworking them. That's how I wanted to fight. That's how the fight really started, because Inky got tired of the Christians getting tormented, dying, sick, and so on. I'm just summarizing the story. So they got into a big fight. Inky lost, and Inky fell. So yeah, that's what happened with him. And the name Inky or Anki, En means Lord. Ki means earth, or Kai, which is Ki. So it'll be Inkai. En means Lord. Kai means earth. So the name really means Lord of Earth. So just to give you the information if you didn't know that. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. And if you need any more information, feel free. Um, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting kind of cold out here. I just wanted to see if y'all had any questions. And I want to give you a little briefing about myself. And I'm gonna do more videos where we can really interact, and y'all can ask me any question that I can, probably possibly answer, because I don't know everything. If I don't know the answer, I will find a way to get that question answered for you. Okay? So I want to let y'all know I'm here, and I hope you enjoyed some of the information that I shared with you. But please, by all means, tune in, because I got more books, more information. And I also wanted to let you know that by watching this, I know that everybody's on the right path, and there's more information that they want, and there's more stuff that you want to learn about. And feel free to ask the questions, and I will answer in the best way possible. Okay? So all y'all that are mods now, congratulations. There's more that's gonna be mods on here. I just want to say, let's get it. Let's do it, because we got so much work we got to do. We got to start studying harder and start getting down to business, because by us studying the books that I showed you, you won't have to be fearful about signs and symbols anymore. Those that been programmed, so now you'll know what's really going on. This is your science that they are keeping from you. This is your ancient science that they kept from you all this time. You got me? It's time to wake up, because all of you that are watching are sleeping giants that have been sleeping all this time. and you've been the black sheep all this time in your family, and you finally is going to get the breath of fresh air that you finally deserve. And you came here for a purpose, and that purpose is for you to know your divine right on this plane and do what you came here to do, because you are a divine healer, and the divine creator did not make, or creators did not make any junk out of you, regardless on what people say to you. Okay, this is just the intro on a journey that we are going to embark on. So feel free to enjoy it. And if y'all have any suggestions, you can take my email. I'm trying to figure out how can I put it in the chat, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. Give me a second. All right, well, I'm gonna have to just give it to y'all. It's B as in Bob, R as in Randy, A as in Adam, N as in Nancy, D as in Donald, O as in Orange, N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, O as in Orange, R as in Randy, T as in Thomas, E for Eden, 48 at gmail.com. Okay. It's Brandon Forte 48 at gmail.com. I'm always looking at my email every second, every day, all day. If you have any questions for after the night, you can email me you can email me the question and I'll answer it. I'll even send you a video if you need that, or some references, PDFs or something. Okay? Let's get started on your journey, because this journey is for all of us to learn. And may the ancestors, the divine ones, the ancestors, the spirit guides, may they protect you and guide you, because you're always loved and you're always safe. Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balance of the universe and all the galaxies. I'm out.